Yeah. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Dollar Hour. I am Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. We got an awesome show planned tonight. Tonight, we're going to be discussing how to balance life and family. I'm sorry, not life and family. Damn, family and business.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Again, we'll be discussing how to balance family and business. The thought process behind this show is because a lot of time people go down the road of entrepreneurship or being business, or even you have some of this stuff be applicable to everyday life. And as you on your journey for success, being an entrepreneur, starting this business up, you start finding out that what we talk about a lot, that correlation between success and sacrifice.
Uh-huh.
And as you start going down that road, you can go into it. I'm not gonna, damage my family relationships. I'm not gonna damage my friend relationships. I'm not gonna damage, anything with my marriage or anything.
Uh-huh.
But you find out real quick, hey, got to give to get.
Right. Some gonna suffer.
You got to lose something.
Right.
You got to lose something if you want to have some success.
Right.
If you want to sit there and sell a couple of, gift baskets, a couple of Nona juice and all that, I get it. But you start talking about next level, you want to grow this thing.
Uh-huh.
Hey, son gonna have to give.
Right.
Son gonna have to give. And so I want to have the show tonight to kind of help people, be somewhat transparent with my journey. 21 years in the game with business and everything. I'm self-employed, so I can sit here and just give an insight to the things that I had issues with and things I had to sacrifice, right and wrong, along my way.
Uh-huh.
Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brother?
What's happening, man?
We on Thursday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Best day
May
of the week,
12th,
baby.
May 12th, almost halfway through this month.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Woo.
And I hate to be so morbid. One day, one less summer day.
You're gonna laugh at them damn summers.
Right.
It's perspective. Yeah, one less, man. But I tell you what, you better live each one of them to the fullest.
That's right.
Also, we'll say what's up to mother producer Slick 316. What's going on, Reed?
In the building as usual.
All the time. Rehash. I always start my show rehashing the previous week. This past weekend, I'm proud member 100 Black Men South Metro. We had our annual celebration of excellence dinner this past weekend to Gala. Yeah, man. Had a blast. Speaker, Dr. Michael Dyson.
Oh, okay.
And he was there with the brothers and the sisters and the chocolate. Okay.
Right. I read a few of his books.
I'm gonna tell you something so cool. I'm the treasurer for the chapter. He said, I'm looking at every damn penny.
Uh-huh.
The brother was so moved looking at our young men in our program.
Uh-huh.
He said, man, don't worry about it, man. Y'all don't worry about paying me for the speaking.
Oh.
He was that moved.
Gave it as a gift.
Gave it back. Y'all keep the money, put it in the organization.
All right.
That was cool, man.
That was
cool.
Hey. We need more of that. That was because he don't speak for crumbs. He don't speak for no couple dollars.
Hey, me, I'm putting that check back in my pocket. Okay, y'all heard him right.
Witnesses to this.
Hey, y'all hear him. So, but that was cool. We had a good time. Past week been pretty good. Been business as usual. We got I think 3 grants so far the month of May on Mr. Short Dollar. Guys, make sure you tune into the YouTube channel and go check out the grant opportunities and other information we got listed on Mr. Short Dollar so far this month. We got a lot of information coming down the pike. I got my brain back, guys. Tax season's over with. Also today, I went to Tri-Cities High School.
Okay.
Went to talk with the young men up there. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
Show up, young fellas. Yeah. I always like going to the schools, talking to the kids. Especially
that wasn't the school you graduated from, was it?
Huh?
That wasn't school you graduated from.
C.L. Harper High.
Okay.
On the wild west side. My class was the last year.
Oh, okay.
It's elementary school now.
Oh, okay.
School, but no, the high closed, man.
What they do with the high school? They moved to somewhere else?
It's elementary school.
I know, but they didn't
open
another high school down the street or something?
No, in the 90s, man, when all them projects started closing, they wasn't a lot of high school. You went from probably 20 high schools in the city of Atlanta. I think it's maybe 6 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Say hey to your mama.
Yo, what's up, mama? What's going on? Oh yeah, past Mother's Day.
Right. Happy belated Mama's Day,
oh
Mama.
man, my mama was in hog heaven. I cooked for my mama.
Oh, okay.
Steak, lobster, oxtails.
Uh-huh.
I made my teriyaki shrimp.
Okay.
I made my curry shrimp. I know I'm forgetting something. Hey man, my mom was in hog. She didn't know none of that stuff with them.
Right.
Hog heaven. Hog heaven, boy. And she's like, woo.
Sitting back, relax.
Hey, man, I cooked all that for mom.
What's that? That sit on the couch, hold your stomach, and go get around too.
Oh, that's all she did. That's all she did. Just sitting there, just rolling that thing. It was good food too. Shout out to all the moms. Hope you guys enjoyed your Mother's Day. Right now, again, I am Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar. So tonight's show, we're talking about how to balance family and business. And right now, Mr. Short Dollar, we talk about on the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. We talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. We got almost 400 videos, probably past 400 videos on the YouTube channel. We got a grant playlist of 150 grant opportunities for you guys to take advantage of. We right now on the show, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Am I forgetting anything? Twitter as well. Mm-hmm. So right now we're streaming live on all those different platforms. The main platform, we appreciate you whatever platform you're streaming on, but the main platform is the YouTube channel. That's where we have the hub of all the videos for you guys to take advantage of. You can go check out all the videos. You can even take advantage of all the different grant opportunities. Those videos there, the applications are on the videos in the description section. So again, make sure you go to Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, and take advantage of all the information we got on there. Quick housekeeping, guys, whatever platform y'all looking at. If it's anything out, I do want you guys to be interactive. I do want you guys to comment on everything. But if it's anything outside the scope of what we're talking about tonight's show, please hold all your questions to the end of the show. And I promise you, I will answer all your questions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now going into tonight's show, again, the whole thing of how to balance family and business, right? A lot of times, again, we start talking about people have the idea, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to go into business. Mm-hmm. I want to do it. And I just remember with me, when I first started the business, me and my ex-wife, it wasn't a whole thing of I was trying to get into this entrepreneur. I always been a hustler.
Right.
I don't know if they say business stuff, but I always had that hustle bust about me.
Mm-hmm.
But we were just young, and we need, like most folks, you need some extra money. Try to get some supplemental income in. And started a tax business.
Okay.
And I always had like a little couple hustles here and there, the resume company, and I'm trying to think of earlier stuff. That is something else I'm forgetting, but the tax business where we like, okay, we're gonna try to do this and grow it. And what happened was it went from because my ex-wife was more into it than I was, because I sent her to the H&R Block class, this, that, and that. But when you got about a year into it, she just really wasn't feeling it.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, we're making a little money. We got a little potential with this. So I hung in there with it. I wish I could go back in time and handle some things better.
Mm-hmm.
Because I probably like a damn tyrant.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that, not necessarily say you're trying to be mean. We just didn't have no money.
Right. And you needed some.
Yeah, we needed some money. It's 20 years ago.
Right.
And that I don't want to do it. And I ain't necessarily I want to do it, but I needed the money.
Right.
And it caused a lot of friction.
Mm-hmm.
That probably we never got to a point that we was able to fix in our marriage. And it did a lot with me, helping me professionally.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it, just going through some of those ups and downs in regards to starting a business up and learning certain things. But personally, I didn't have a mentor to kind of teach me how to, teach me how to handle like really the whole work-life balance and how to, do certain things and stuff. That's really why I want to kind of help. That's, the whole basis of the show with even the channel, just give people advice and be help people information that I didn't have. We start talking about business, start talking about entrepreneurship, start talking about finance and investing, impact what I know. And it's really helped me out a lot the past 4 or 5 years with the channel, just in the impact that I've been able to make on people.
Okay.
So we start talking about that whole thing with the business growing.
Uh-huh.
And so you say to yourself, I really want to hit business. And when you start seeing success, because we all we have the right to dream.
Mm-hmm.
We have the right to aspire to have great things.
Right.
And what you find out in business, why I try to get people to understand, everybody don't see the world the way you do.
This is true.
So when you sit there and say, well, look, I want to start this business, if I want to have this thing going, your close family and friends, they're not obligated to have the same vision as you.
Mm-hmm.
So when they don't have the same enthusiasm or optimism that what you're dreaming about is going to work, that ain't the time for you to pump. That's the time for you to sit there and get on your horse to say, look, this is what I want, and this is what I need to do.
Right.
The flip side of that, you got to understand there going to be some losses on the way.
They're true.
Because you only got 24 hours of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to sit here and commit to, the business. And that business thing, it's just like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
You got to build it, develop it, work it, retool it and all this other kind of stuff, and watch it grow and keep being consistent with it. Then you also got your family.
True.
Then you got your physical health,
mental health,
all these kind of things setting up. And you try to figure out how in the hell am I going to handle it?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times you really don't think about it till it gets there.
And don't forget about, you may be working another job while you're trying to build this business up to help. You know what I'm saying? You may be trying to keep yourself afloat with working another job while you're trying to build your current business up. So you got that going on too. And that's 8 hours out of the day right there.
Your focus everywhere.
Yeah.
Your focus everywhere. Your focus everywhere. Your interests everywhere. All kind of stuff. And what's right, what's wrong. And the whole time you're trying to sit there and just try to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on how your support system is, you may not be in a situation where you can call somebody up and get some game.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit here and just talk to folks and
call somebody up and cry. Sometimes you need to just cry for a second. Release some of that pressure. Pressure busts pipes. So you may need to call somebody and cry for about 5-10 minutes and then be like, you know what, I'm good.
Yeah.
Reset.
Because here's the deal. I think when it was like Tuesday. I was just looking on TikTok and Instagram, because I always try to just kind of, it ain't still.
Right.
It's you. Just look at what other folk putting out.
Be inspired.
Be inspired, find out trends, what people want to see. And I see a lot of the videos I talk about where they're telling people start a business up. You want to get in the trucking business, you need to just do.
Right.
You want to start this business, you want to dot. The issue come up is I never hear nobody say, well, listen, if you start this up, you can do this, but also be prepared to be without money for a month.
Right.
Be prepared to sit here and lose damn near all your bank account.
Right.
To be stressed out about this.
Negative for a while.
Refinance your home. Go through all your damn savings.
Right.
Have your husband or your wife curse you out because you ain't been, you come home, fall asleep, and now you don't want to do anything. Kids pissed off at you because you couldn't make that game because you had to work. No, I've never seen that video.
Those are negative videos. You don't get likes for those.
Those are damn. I'm about to cuss. Those are damn reality videos.
Right.
That's the real reality TV.
Right.
To sit here and say that, because you're gonna sit here and make some money.
Right.
You're gonna pay some dues.
That's true.
You gotta pay some dues, man. And that's what I really want to impart with everybody. Like, look, man, there's some things when you want to try to even just go to a certain point, you got to give up some stuff. So that's why I really want to have that conversation with everybody tonight in regards to what has been my method to find peace with being able to balance family and business. Okay.
Right.
Now I'm just saying this to you. I ain't been perfect at it.
Yeah.
I'm a whole damn divorce right now.
But you have some experience.
Oh, I got some experience with it. I got
some things you make and pass along.
Some very important insight with everybody. But definitely I can sit here and just impact with people. Like, if I knew then what I knew now, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't have been divorced.
Right.
Anything like that. But I definitely would have handled a lot of things differently. Just being totally honest with you. So we start thinking about, before we go into the show, again, this is the Dollar Hour. I am Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Again, Mr. Short Dollar, we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. Close 400 videos on the YouTube channel. We got a grant playlist where it keeps at least 150 different grants on that channel. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, subscribe and hit the bell to get a notification each time we upload a new video. We usually drop about 2 or 3 videos a week. So just make sure you go to the channel to stay abreast of all the information we got. So now we start talking about and say, hey D, you know, my wife tripping.
Right.
You know, she saying I ain't spending no time. My kids,
I missed too many
I missed too many games and everything like that. You know, got the young ladies coming to me.
Right.
You know, they be trying to get this business out of the ground. Next thing you know, they get out the shower and they can't put their underwear. They done got that falupa. They don't because they ain't going to the gym because they got to put in this work and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
You know, when you start growing the business, things start looking at it because you start saying, look, because I can either go to the gym or I can work on this website. I can actually go, run and get on my bike and go with the girls to, the little fitness class, or I can start, working on this email list. And you figure what? I can go take care of the email, or take care of the gym later. I go later on, but that time never happens because we get caught up in the stuff, right? So a lot of times, like, you figure I can go to my son's next game. Or, I take my old lady out to dinner, whatever, and then when the time comes, take out to dinner, something else pop up. So when you start going embarking on this thing called business, the I won't call it the dark side, but the actual side of how to be able to navigate that balance is difficult. It's difficult. The scale gets slanted sometimes. I remember, you start looking at, if you ever look at those videos with successful entrepreneurs, maybe Bezos, Elon Musk. I seen a video with Dave Thomas from Wendy's. The kids say he hard with them.
Right.
Elon Musk, I don't know if you see his kids maybe once a month, twice a month. Like, you got to sit here and look at it.
Bezos just went through a divorce.
Yeah, he just went through a divorce, but like you see the success.
Never sacrifice.
Yeah, never sacrifices, and we always say like, sacrifice is kind of like a great word. Success is a great word.
Right.
So, because some folks, okay, I'm married, I got 3 children, I love coming home, playing with my dog and stuff. That's success to them. Okay, they said somebody said I got an echo on TikTok. I don't know if I can fix that.
No, I don't think so.
Probably just with the mic. I apologize. Might just be with the mics here in the studio. But that's what on the phone. Like.
It may. Well, you're not plugged into the board with your phone, but it may be because of the fan on.
No, we're gonna keep that fan on. So I apologize.
It may be because I'm not sure, and we apologize for that. But yeah, you're not plugged into the board with your phones. We make a remedy that next week.
I got you.
Yeah.
But when you start looking at it in terms of what people saying, okay, like that's success, and the success is different. Because like I said, you can just be cool with coming home to your family, whatever. And I grew up in a house, combined income 3 adults, $30,000, and I never felt poor, never went to bed hungry. Feel I got a great childhood. Yeah, so you have another person that you say, look, I need to make X amount of dollars, I need to do this and do that, close these deals. That's their vision of success. So it's all relative to the perspective of the person, what the person feels. But you got to understand that whatever certain thing, whatever you choose that path, there's a pro and a con with everything. So if you say, okay, look, I'm cool with this, I don't want to take any more tasks on. I'm where I want to be in my career. I'm just going to focus on my kids. And as you have technological advances or different process advancements at a particular company you may be at, and you're not staying abreast with it because you do want to focus things at home, you can't be surprised when they let you go.
That's right.
You can't be surprised when your business, because you're not adjusting with the times, gets a pass. So, but you have to be aware of all those particular things. Again, like I said, those pros and cons. Success is relative, but that's why I really want people to kind of.
The echo's not that bad.
Okay.
I went on TikTok just to hear it.
Okay, cool. But just bear with me, please. Bear with me, and I appreciate you tuning in. But I really want to have that conversation. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips to help you guys navigate balancing family and business. Okay. And like I said, this thing can be applicable to anything that you may be doing outside your normal routine. Just say this can be with your career. This can be with, anything that you're doing outside of, just say your normalcy. And that could be like, your business. I want to try to, get a promotion at this job. I want to try to, try for this particular new position or be able to acquire something. Whatever you can make this applicable to it. But I just want to share my thoughts in regards to just going down that road of entrepreneurship and being a business owner. How have I've been able to have a good mix in regards to business and family. You about to say something?
Yeah, Terry Ferguson said it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice.
Terry
Terry Ferguson.
Lord, why is he on my show?
So that's what he said.
It's important to be nice.
Yeah. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice.
It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. That just threw me off.
Oh, okay. I don't know who it is, but that's what he said.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
One thing about it, well, the first thing I want to go over in regards to just how to balance family and business. Number one is create a routine.
Okay.
And this is the thing about it. A lot of times, we talk about this a lot of times. What one of the major drawbacks a lot of times people have with starting their business up is that structure.
Okay.
So you want to make sure you got some kind of structure in place, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, I come here, I've been here plenty of time, lab. Man, I'm bounced off the wall. Hey, what's up, Pooch, man? Look, my day was off.
Right.
My day was off and everything.
You forgot to send me the show.
Yeah,
notes.
Lab hell. I forgot to send my brother the show notes.
You were all over the place. That's how I know, because you didn't send me them show notes. Yeah.
I apologize again. Boy, Lab beat me up. But to that point, just having that structure. And I always tell people, the first thing you want to do here is just creating that routine.
Okay.
Make sure that it's something that you can keep.
Okay.
And when I say that, if it's, you getting up and, you getting up in the morning, you do your workout, after that, your breakfast, shower, and it may sound mundane or whatever, just real redundant, but at the end of the day, structure is everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we got the number one military in the world.
Right.
Structure is everything. So you start sitting there, and that's why people say, hey, Pooch, how are you able to maintain and do these certain things? I got a military background.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always going to be sarge. So at the end of the day, you have that routine. This is what I do, this, that, and that. You have variance to it, but you want to get that routine going, and they help you do it. Now, you'll have things pop up. You got to give yourself that kind of little gray room, because you might have from 9 to 10, you want to go over your emails and answer emails, stuff like that. You get a call or something like that. You may have like a certain meeting to do it. You may have to make adjustments. Like I told people, give yourself 2 or 3 times during the day. You got some social media time to kind of like give yourself some, opportunity where you are stuck in the whole, like I said, the whole redundant thing of doing the same thing every day.
Right.
But structure is everything. Create that routine. And here's the thing about it. You're not always going to be in a situation where you can always stick to your schedule.
Right.
Right. You don't have to do that. It's easy to get off track. Hey, lad, I keep looking over there because I forget the camera ain't over there no more.
It's here.
Yeah.
I'm like,
hey, I keep looking. I've been doing something for 5 years now.
Yeah, you're in the routine. You're in routine of looking over there for the camera, but the camera is here now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But because you don't have to do a lot of things, it's easy to skip things. Okay. But you got to make sure that your routine, your schedule is almost as important to you as bathing.
Okay.
As eating. And if you do that, that's what make people get up in the morning, go do their exercise routine, go, make sure they answer their emails, do certain things, because it's ingrained in them.
Do you suggest tweaking that routine until you get the right combination of things that may help you, tweak it as you go? I think tweaking as you go is very important, because you are going to have variance and things like that come up, but also use technology. Use your Apple calendar, your Google calendars. Tell Alexa, tell Google, put this on your calendar. Right. To do these certain things. Use technology. Okay. Use those reminders. Have all that stuff set in place. You human. Right. You forget. You might, just like you have an accountability partner. Doing that. Hey, Google, remind me in the morning. Make sure I do this. Okay. Put a reminder on my calendar and stuff. So you just ride and get a vibration. Oh man, it is. I do got to do this. Okay. Use technology to your advantage. Okay. So but also tweaking. Do you suggest tweaking, like you said, work out in the morning, take a shower, maybe not work out in the morning, try working out later in the evening before you go to bed, maybe. Just tweaking it to see what's the best fit for you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But again, don't. There's a difference between tweaking and adjusting. And totally keep changes to your benefit.
Okay.
You know, well, I ain't gonna work out this week. I ain't gonna do this week. I mean, the system.
Right.
Now, we're gonna have variance on the system, but the system is the system. And the more we stick with the system, that's when production and everything else comes into place, right? So we got to make sure that we want to be as disciplined as possible.
Right.
When we're doing everything. That's a key component. A lot of times when you get away from the structure and the system, that's when we have issues. Because the plan is the plan, and something goes left, like we can fix it. We're like, look, man, you know, I already got the system because we know if this is step one, this didn't happen, how to fix that. But if you on step one and you do something totally out of the damn plan, I don't know how to fix that.
Okay.
No, I can tell a lot of times. I can tell my children, or you can tell somebody that work for you, look, this is what I need you to do. And they're like, well, no, Mr. Burden, I decided to add this to the mix because I didn't feel like that was the right way to do it. Who told you to do that?
Right.
Listen, I don't have a solution for what the hell you just did.
Right.
I got a solution for the system I gave you.
I have in place.
Exactly.
Right.
And you have to be that same way from a professional business owner standpoint. Stick to that routine.
Okay.
Stick to that routine. Like I said, make it ingrained in you. Just like you have to bathe and brush your teeth every day. That's how your routine need to be.
Second nature.
Yeah. And you know what is the book? After 21 days, it becomes a habit. That's the thing about stick with it. That's the toughest thing. That was routine, your diet and everything. After about 3 weeks of doing it, it's kind of second nature. So you make some kind of decision, something happens to throw stuff out. So try to get that routine in place.
Okay.
The next thing is set yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily goals. You guys know how I'm about that. And the first thing I would tell you guys to do, check out that video, Mr. Short Dollar. We talk about how to set your goals. We know the key thing with goals is what? They got to be what? Incremental and attainable.
Okay.
When you do goal setting, you know, you can't just go this whole broad brush thing of try to create these goals. And keep in mind, guys, we're talking about the key thing with this show tonight. We're talking about how to balance family and business. Okay. When you start looking at, you know, those particular things, how you gonna be able to manage the two, you got to make sure that you're setting goals that can be realistic and incremental. So when I say realistic incremental, you say, okay, I want to make $1 million. You know, I want to buy 3 trucks or whatever. The goal is fine to sit and have those, but you take the accountability off yourself and you don't say, like, look, what is my plan to do that?
Right.
If a truck costs $30,000, I know I got to make so much each week, each month, each quarter to be able to generate the revenue to do that. If I want to sit here and have X amount of dollars in my bank account, that means I got to profit this amount of money each month to total this at the end of the year.
Okay.
The numbers keep you accountable.
Okay.
Them thoughts and words and stuff like that don't do that.
Don't do that.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got to make sure that we actually doing realistic goals. Now, the flip side of it is, if you know you're not in the position to generate that kind of revenue, to fall out and have that kind of profit, don't just throw crazy stuff out there.
Do you suggest now on the goals, would that be tweaking those as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because, you know, like I said, again, I'm always going to reference, go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube, how to set your goals. I do for the past, 4 or 5 years, every year, you'll see how to goal setting, goal planning. Check those videos out. And I stick to the same blueprint on how to set it. Guys, lab been by the crib. I got a whole big board.
Whiteboard.
Hey, big whiteboard.
Of number goals.
2022 goals.
Right.
My monthly goals. I got a sheet that I adjust every Sunday for my weekly goals, which establish things I got to do during the week, things I got to do each day. And if I do each thing each day, and it happens during that week, the sum effect will happen to them goals for the month, which go back to the goals of the year. And I've been that way for probably the past 20 years. And do I make all the goals I want to make? But out of 25 goals each year, I usually hit by 17 or 18 of them goals. Just using that method. So to answer the last question, do you adjust to make plans? Of course, and I get an in-depth explanation on how to set goals in that goal setting video, but things don't happen. Plans are just that. Plans are plans. Then you got to adjust and change to be able to, to adjust for that. So I really want people to understand structure is the key with everything.
Okay.
Structure is the key, because you just having unrealistic expectation, unrealistic goals, that's usually the detriment of most people that are new in business.
Mm-hmm.
They said,
What we say last time, you're just setting the foundation and building the house for the building the structure, but you're gonna design it, redesign it inside that's within that structure that best fits you, the way
exactly.
you like it to be. You might like the couch over there, so you're gonna move that couch over there based on how you like it to be, but the structure is built, the foundation is solid.
See, the thing is, taking consideration. You say you got a home builder,
Uh-huh.
right? That home builder built a house in Miami, Georgia, California, and New York.
Mm-hmm.
They still may have the same thought process on how this certain house is, but we know the house in Miami probably got to maybe have some concrete because it got to be hurricane proof.
Right.
The one in Georgia, it may have to have a certain, built for the humidity and certain things in the state of Georgia. California might be able to handle some of the weather that comes out of there.
Earthquake proof.
Earthquake proof. There you go. The buildings may have to be able to handle with the vibration. Appreciate that, Leah. Right. New York, it may have to have something that's a little bit can handle the snow, and so different material may come in with it. So the design theoretically still may be the same, but the structure got to adjust by the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married, you're not. I got kids, you don't. Mm-hmm. Your credit good, mine ain't. Right. You got money in the bank, I don't. So our plan, the idea theoretically still the same, but we got to adjust with the payoff. But you still got to have that structured foundation.
Right.
You have to do that. And when you don't sit there and plan and just use words, you just try really taking accountability of yourself.
Right.
Remember what I said. Anytime a goal without a plan, it's just a dream.
Right.
You just dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
You just talking. People say all the time, I'm gonna start my little food business. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that.
Right.
You ain't gonna do shit. You do shit.
Because you had a plan.
Yeah, there you go.
You just fry chicken good. Yeah, we always say.
You ain't gonna do that. They saying that stuff for years, man.
You just fry chicken good. Yeah, that's what we always say. It's a lot of people fry chicken good. Right.
All the time. And people avoid doing certain things, so they don't have to be accountable to that.
That's true.
It happens all the time. So I really want people to really check out that video in regards to goal setting, not set them goals. And I think that'd be real beneficial for you to do that. Again, I'm Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Tonight's show, we're talking about how to balance family and business. How to balance family and business. The Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, we talk about business, entrepreneurship, financing, and investing. I have my brain cramp. Drove to 400 videos on the YouTube channel. Grand playlist, 150 grand opportunities for you guys to take advantage of. Easy for you guys to take advantage of all the information we currently have on the channel and all the information we have coming down the pike. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the bell to get a notification each time we upload a new video. The next thing is, and this is kind of what alluding what Lab was talking about. This is very, very key when we start talking about family and business, because stuff gonna happen.
True.
Stuff gonna happen, and it's not an issue. Sometimes if stuff gonna happen, is when stuff gonna happen, and how prepared you're gonna be for to be able to adjust. So number 3 is be able to pivot. You got to be able to pivot. We did a show about this earlier about you can check on the archive. Like I said, I got a lot of videos, guys, to be real beneficial. A lot of you guys about being able to pivot. Well, that don't change the lives of Mr. Short Dollar.
I want to say it was on Mr. Short Dollar because it was in reference to business and how to pivot if the business is not successful, or if you're going through struggling within the business.
Gotcha. Guys,
there's something else doing like we did. I think it was more about the pandemic and how businesses pivoted in order to survive.
Gotcha. Guys, if you guys don't know, every Wednesday is Rewind Wednesday. So what I do is replay videos from the past couple years from Mr. Short Dollar and Change Your Lives. So if you see a live stream come up on a Wednesday, that's not as live. It's a stream, but it's not a live stream in regards to the live show. But that's what I do, Rewind Wednesday. I replay the shows and stuff like that. So got me thinking I probably replay that pivot video next Wednesday. But being able to pivot, because you got to be realistic. When you're doing business, things change. And you got to be able to adjust to it. And I understand, when my son got to do this, they got to track me, this, that, and that. And sometimes I had to talk to my ex-wife, hey, look, you got to get it. You got to do it. She might have had something going on. Hey, I can't do it. Hey, listen, got to
make it happen.
Adjust the pivot.
Right.
Requirements change. And now you got to sit here. They wanted you to provide so much equipment, so much whatever, and now you got to change that. But now you got to sit up, hey dad, can you talk to me? And I never have ever not been there for my children. I ain't gonna say that, but I've had to have moments where I had like, hey, look, give me a couple more minutes before I get with you. Give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna get with you, but give me a few minutes.
Right.
And sometimes you come back, and that bother you. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna bother you. And then sometimes you come back, son. Okay, cool, let's talk. Oh, that's okay, daddy. And that do bother you.
Right.
That do bother you. Well, let me talk now. I got it, dad. I got it worked out. But at the end of the day, the end game still the end game. At the end of the day, hey, bro, you got everything you want.
Right.
I never sit here and I've never just said, okay, everything come for my family. I always put my family first. I ain't perfect.
Right.
I ain't perfect.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I always looked at it in terms of, look, I got to get this done.
Right. Because it was always for the family too.
Well, that's the thing about it, and we just gonna be fair. When you got you a job and you going to work, nobody questions that.
Right.
I'm at work, son. I can't do that. I'm at work. And nobody gonna say a damn thing.
Right.
People look at your business like that's just something you want.
Right.
And never really gonna respect it, really unless they've been down that road.
Okay.
Or you just worry about your business. You just worry about making your money. But they'll never say that while you at work. No, I mean straight up now.
Right. Isn't that funny how that works out?
Yeah, because the business is what you want. They'll never look at it. Then when you get success with the business, okay, that's how it is.
Right.
But when you starting it up, that's just something you want to do. Right?
You can easily go back to work.
Exactly. When you at work, oh man, I'm at work. I can't really talk right now. Okay, daddy, come when you get out of work. Well, all right, baby, come when you get out of work. But if you're doing your business, that's just like you just exploring your hobby.
Well, I think it's more of you own your own business. Why you can't talk? Whereas when you at work, you working for somebody else, so you on their time. So they like, okay, well, I want him to get fired for talking to me. Ain't nobody to fire you when you're on your own business. So you supposed to have plenty of time to talk.
Or basic respect.
Right.
Just even that point, just basic respect. Like, hey man, I'm doing this and stuff. Now again, until you have some kind of success with it, people ain't gonna really give you no respect. They always gonna look at like, oh, he got his little tax business. He got his little YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You start making some change, have success with it. Okay, that's what he does. And that's unfortunate. Because you can be at the bottom of the totem pole at your job trying to get everything started. But theoretically, that's something you can't control. Like to your point, like it's yours, why you can't do what you want to do.
Right.
And it's hard to have a conversation with people that don't know.
Right.
You don't want to be like, idiot. You don't understand?
Say what's up, Will B.
What's up, Will B, my baby boy?
Yeah, tune in on the YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
okay, William Burden, my future CEO.
That's right.
I told PJ today.
Getting all this business information.
I told PJ today. I said, y'all gonna be working for William. I told him, y'all gonna be working for William, boy. It's coming. It's coming.
Shannon Turner said flexibility when you don't.
Flexibility. Yeah, it's a lot of flexibility. What's happening, Shannon? It's a lot of flexibility being the owner, but it's also a lot of restriction as well. Because at the end of the day, the beat stop with who? You.
Right.
And you sit here and you was like, okay, so everybody want to sit back, and I see it on Facebook. They got their cigar, they're drinking their liquor and all that stuff.
Sitting on their Porsche.
Boss move.
Right.
Let me tell you something. You'll sit in a room with some damn bosses. Boy, y'all be sitting there just about to damn cry, stress the hell out. Shit.
And the bosses come in jeans and t-shirt. You in there in the 3-piece suit. They looking at
boy.
They know you don't belong.
Boy, you been over some bosses for real, boy. You stressed.
Right.
Damn, man, I gotta hire somebody to do this. I gotta get somebody to do that. This joker just quit. Man, I can't do this. I'm over here taking care of this. Man, I thought you supposed to do that. And we already in this damn Great Recession era. Nobody want to damn work. Nobody. Man. Be a who? A boss? All right now. You gonna get every bit of what you want. Hey, you running back to that job.
All boss stuff. You gonna get all boss moves.
And that's the truth, man.
True.
That's the truth, man. I can delegate, I can outsource and all kind of stuff, but it still fall back on me. Because if you don't take care of it, and I done paid you, I can say, well, look, man, I want my money back, not. But the goals, the task still got to get done,
right?
And it still come back to me, Folks, hey man, Deonte, did you get my taxes done? I thought such and such was taking care of that. They ain't calling them.
Right.
They calling me because you came to the business because of me.
Right.
Okay, I got this person gonna do it. Okay, cool. That's your point of contact. So when they got gripes, they may say something to the person, but they gonna go
Right.
and holler at me. Now I gotta say, well, look, man, go talk back to them, back and forth. But at some point, you gotta like, look, things are getting done. I might gotta supersede. These things kind of go with that, and you're trying to keep this whole scale. Well, okay, I got my life right here, and I got this business and stuff. I don't want to get overwhelmed. But you, man, when you start going down that road, bro, you see like, man, I gotta put in them 20-hour days.
That's
so
true.
I don't have to work 40 hours a week.
That's
and
true.
It's real talk. And when you start functioning like that, people are like, well, you can't do this. You can only do this, put so much into it. You out your damn mind.
Mm-hmm.
If you think you're gonna grow a legitimate business by sitting there doing it, and if you want, like I said, if you were doing something on the side, with doing that, you get the side results. Because sometimes you get lucky that you've joined, done some kind of multimedia thing, or you actually doing a side business and things are going pretty good. The thing that catch a lot of people, you start the landscaping business, you start a pressure washing business, or you cooking food on the side and it goes pretty well. You say I want to go full time. What you don't be thinking about the cyclical part of it. What I mean by that is some stuff popping in the summer and dead in the winter, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And it really don't bother you too much.
Seasonal business.
Yeah. So you don't, it don't bother you as much. Why? Because you got a foundational job to cover a lot of that stuff. But a lot of times people forget that, and you got to be able to adjust. And if you're not able to adjust to anything, because like I said, it ain't if stuff gonna happen. It's just be prepared when it gonna happen.
When.
And if you ain't prepared for the win, hey bro, you gonna have some problems.
And it never happens when you want it.
Yeah. And that little side business get to be real messed up when you got to start pulling from your job and don't have to ask your significant other to pay for stuff. You're like, well, look, if you're gonna be doing this and pulling from that, you don't need to be doing that.
Right.
She's like, man, I dream about this. This is my poochie cakes. They love my cakes.
Right.
And you're trying to get this person to see your vision and what it is, and it ain't their vision to see. And that was a very hard part for me to get, trying to get people to see my vision. And probably if I had a mentor, then I got a lot of mentors now.
Right.
But then I didn't have when I was young in business the legitimate folks. I get stupid ass advice all the time.
Right.
Do this. You got to make money. All this crazy stuff. Just keep doing it or let it go. All kind of stuff like that. Ain't no damn advice.
I think you should do a show about mentorship. There's a cross show between Short Dollar and Chain Lives about mentoring just in life and in business. That'd be a good show.
I agree. With 100, our main motto is what they see is what they'll be. And we try to have that whole motto, mentor over life. So if you get a young mentee and you want to keep the contacts with them all through college and professional, you have that relationship going. So I agree with it as far as having mentors and doing it.
If I would have had one when I was younger in college and graduating high school, things would have been a lot different for me. But I didn't have it. I was shooting from the hip.
The flip side of it is too, even when you got them, you have to be thick-skinned enough to receive them. Because I can look at my Uncle Charles, Brother Artie Cobb, man, Gino, Daryl Crawford. I mean, guys, older guys, they said some stuff to me really hurt your feelings.
Right.
And over the years, they wasn't getting tough, but they gave me the truth.
Right.
The truth. The truth. And you sitting there like, this is what I want to do. This is my dream. This is my vision. And when they say certain things, it's kind of like, when I went to Phoenix, that time for that for that mastermind group, the guy Chancellor Huddle with $1 million tax business. I gained so much knowledge there, but I remember we did a hot seat and I went over the whole spiel about, this is what I did. He rolled on that board and balled it up and threw it at me. Mother.
Right.
Now to his credit, he did it to everybody.
Right.
He did it to me. Huh? But I had to make that decision. Poochie, You just gave the man $2,000 for a 2-day class.
Right.
Now you might want to shut the hell up
And
and
listen.
listen, or you see and go back and forth. Well, this and that, and that.
Right.
I paid him. He already got his money from me.
you listen not.
Yeah.
He good.
Yeah. So I got a choice to make. Look, I can see and go back and forth with this guy or listen. So being able to pivot and being able to adjust is very important, because it's not an issue just being able to pivot and adjust with the business, being able to pivot and adjust with your family and understand, like, look, y'all, I know I promised this. I know I said I'll be here, but y'all got to forgive me. Because in the grand scheme of things, this is what we're trying to do. But you got to make sure that you make it up to them. Now, even when you make it up to them, it might be ceremonies,
Right.
damage done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Damage might be done, but you have to be, excuse me, they kind of going knowing, okay, what you got to do and what, some things, what you have to do, and some things you're like, okay, it need to be done, but we might postpone it later.
Okay.
Damn, Maker's Mark got me hiccuping.
Maybe that combination, that stick and that Maker's Mark ain't a good combination.
Now that damn Padron on point, baby. But something, when I say all that, I mean, like, you may just say, well, look, this is an opportunity for us to get some relationships. Sometimes you gotta, like, man, look, I'll go about that later. I might have missed out on that, but it's more important if I missed 2 or 3 games. I need to go to this game.
Right.
Or sometimes you like, look, man, hey, bro, you got 8 games coming up. I need to miss 1, 2. I need to go to this conference. I need to do that. And you got to be straight up with folks with that. Everybody ain't gonna be happy.
True.
Everybody ain't gonna be happy. But you're going down a journey where you got to sit here. You want to, at the end of the day, be fair. And most importantly, be fair to your family. You want to do that, but you got to be realistic of what you're trying to do, right? Some things you just ain't going to be able to sit here and come home every night and unwind.
Right.
You might have come home and do that, but at some point you just got to, have your little Google clock go off, and, hey, that's time to shut off. Let me go and chill out.
Chill out with with the family a little bit.
I'm still in that transition. What was it, 2 or 3 weeks out of the end of tax season? So I'm still kind of like that antsy, because I was going, tax season, I'm going to bed 1 or 2 in the morning.
Right.
So I'm still kind of wrapping up. We still cleaning up some folks' stuff, but there are some instances where I be like, let me stop. I watched the game last night, caught a little movie, kind of getting out of it. It take me a couple weeks, maybe a month at most, to get out of that hectic stuff. Kind of like when I was in undergrad and grad school, because I wasn't a traditional student. I was going to school at night. It's like a constant stress on you, where you always got damn near stay busy. And now I'm back where I'm getting time back. Mentally, I'm transitioning back to that. But you gotta still, guys, you being prepared for the pivots and adjustment is super, super important. Going into the next one, which is number 4, and this is super important, guys, and this is family first. I always remember family first. We start talking about balancing business and family, knowing that family is first. And you can't, I don't want you to discredit business, so don't discredit business, but everything has a priority. You got to make sure you're taking care of business, but family still has to be a priority. I can't stress that enough. Try your damnedest to keep your family commitments. Try your damnedest to do it. Some things can pop up. Hey, look, man, bro, this guy in town, we got these contracts and stuff like that. I need you to be there, Poochie. And I got to do something. Bro, can I be out? Bro, we need to do this.
Right.
And I've had them moments where, you made them obligations. Like, you got to sit there and look at it. And sometimes you ain't going to make everybody happy.
Right.
That's, from a business standpoint or your family. But you got to make sure, again, you try your damnedest to make up for it. Are y'all going to make up for it? Absolutely not. But you got to understand that. Because like I said, the whole thought process of making this business, making this extra money, everybody cool with making money.
Right.
When we started had to make them sacrifices and tough decisions,
that's the hardest part.
It's hard.
Right.
It's hard.
That's the hardest part.
And you see your significant other, your children had a look of disappointment. Okay. All right. I'm damn, eat at you.
Right.
If you got a conscience. But at the end of the day, too, shit, you actually paying for this game. You paying for me.
Right.
You
doing everything. Yeah. You're making it possible.
Exactly. So you got to sit here and just really be honest with you. I can't miss this. I got to be here for that. But understanding too, I'm gonna say this. I've been through a whole divorce, and one thing I did learn, I love my children. My sons know I love them.
Mhm.
But your kids gonna grow up. Your family gonna move on. So
Mhm.
once they get up and they get their own stuff, whatever, and all the shit you put on the back burner for you or you didn't do and stuff like that, they don't give a damn.
Right.
They appreciate you. They
Right.
love you. But at the end of the day, they ain't gonna feel what you didn't do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you sitting there looking like, man, I did all this shit for the damn person, whatever. I ain't talking about the regular necessity stuff, the food, clothing, and shelter. I'm talking about you done sat there and made hard sacrifice and commitment to make other folks' dream come true, and you never got a chance to live yours.
Yeah. That's a whole different show in itself.
Yeah, but
That's a changing lives show right there.
yeah, but you find that kind of stuff. I found that out in divorce. Like, hey
I
man,
did the same thing.
hey bro, and a lot of times, you kicked it with me. A lot of times you get them points like, damn man, what do I really want to do? Because
Who
you
am
don't put
I?
out, you don't put out so much stuff, man. You still a damn priority. You
Right.
still a priority, but you got to make sure that that you are always, uh, you got people in place that when stuff gets rough and when stuff gone, they're gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to make sure you looking out for your people.
A lot of times when stuff gets rough and gets gone, um, you don't know who people gonna be there. You may think you may know, but you really won't know until the stuff is gone and the times is rough.
Yeah,
That's when you'll figure. That's when you generally will find out who's gonna be there.
man.
You may have an idea why the times good, you popping champagne and making it rain, but when that money run out and the struggle is really on, that's when you generally find out who's gonna be there. And a lot of times, ain't who you think it is.
Hey man, I say it once, I said it a million times. If you was in business from 2019 to present, you don't stayed in business, and that can't stop you.
Right.
Cause that pandemic shut everything down.
Yeah.
It's the difference when your business gets slow. When you can't do no business.
Right. And your pivot is a real big pivot.
Woo!
It's a 360 pivot. When you weren't making no deliveries, then all of a sudden you gotta figure out how to do deliveries.
All kind of stuff.
Right.
Just to stay afloat. Just to stay afloat. And you have to really understand that, like in the people that you appreciate people that are there for you
Mm-hmm.
when you're down. But your ass never forget the people that weren't there for you when you needed them.
Right.
You always kind of remember they kind of,
Kinda
good or bad.
etched into your mind.
Yeah. Damn, bro, what happened to you, dog?
Right.
Hey, bro, like, damn, man, because you be there for people. And you don't feel like you do stuff for people to be obligated to do stuff for you
Right.
unless it's that kind of transaction.
Right.
But typically with friends and family, you like, damn, bro, I'm going through something. Just holler at me.
Right.
Not that you need the money or anything like that. They just the presence.
You might need to talk to somebody.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Like that, just that presence of being there. But you have to sit there and say to yourself, like, look, you got to make sure them family and friends, they still there.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, things gonna go. Industry
Always
change,
do.
you leave and stuff like that. Your people is always gonna be there. Okay. Again, tonight show we're talking about how to balance family and business. I'm Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. This is the Dollar Hour. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we got the whole hub of all the videos. And tonight again, we're talking about how to balance both family and business. The last thing I want to say, and this is probably one of the most important and probably one of the most neglected issues we start talking about balancing family and business, that's self-care. Your health is everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very easy to get off track when you start making money. You know what I'm saying? I try to work out as much as possible. My diet may not necessarily be on point and all
Right.
that kind of stuff. When I'm on, I'm on. But when
Mhm.
I'm off, boy, I'm totally damn off.
Right.
So you got to be able to see. It's one thing to be able to make that money, but you all want to make sure that you're in a situation to always be able to enjoy all the fruits of your labor.
Right.
So you
Right.
got to make sure you're taking care of yourself. When we start balancing family and business, take care of your damn self. Go to the doctor. Try to get your workout in. Work it in. Kind of like what I said about the whole thing with the routine. Make working out or just 10, 20 minutes, 3 times a week. Make it damn as important as bathing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do something. Break a sweat somewhere. 30 minutes to an hour, 3 times a week if you can. Take care of yourself. You really, and to the last point earlier, the mental aspect of it.
Right.
You want to make sure that you Get a chance to meditate. Break away from everything. Get yourself in a situation to think. Stress will break your ass off in half.
Right.
It will break you in half. And
I say that if you don't get your mental health together, the rest of the stuff is null and void.
no,
Because if you're not mentally prepared or mentally strong or mentally stable in anything, the rest of it it won't matter. It's not gonna matter.
well, you find out the impact of mental health, how it affects you physically, especially the older you get. You younger, you can brush stuff out, you worry, but it don't impact you as much when you get older. So you start talking about heart attacks, ulcers,
Mm-hmm.
kidney disease, and all this other kind of the byproducts of stress. Man, that stuff kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to sit there and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Work out, break that sweat. Get yourself where you can meditate and clear your head out and all that kind of stuff. My mentor has told me, he said, if Deonte ain't good, ain't nobody gonna be good.
Right.
And I had to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
You sitting there worried about if you ain't good, ain't nobody else gonna be
Rest of it
good.
null and void.
Because one thing about it, when you kill over and die, we seen it plenty of time. The world keep going. That clock still ticking.
Yeah,
With or without you.
that's right.
So, people grieve, they move on. Your old lady get a new man. Your man get a new woman.
Right.
The kids get a stepdad, a
Life
stepmama.
goes on.
Life goes on.
With or
They
without.
replace you at your job.
Mm-hmm.
Everything going on. You just see that with Kevin Samuels.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, somebody else gonna pop up. The world
Right.
keep moving.
Right.
Huge Kevin Samuels fan. And you sit there and look at it like, hey man, the world is moving on.
Right.
After a while, people sit there and say, hey, like what he did, but hey, check out such channel, he just like him.
You're right. He gonna fill the void. Somebody gonna fill the void.
Like damn,
Just that
that's
quick.
how it is,
Right.
So you have to make sure that you take care of yourself. I can't
Right.
stress that enough. And make sure again you got that peace and medication time. So in conclusion with everything, I just want to stress to people, make sure you taking care of your business, but you're also taking care of yourself. Keep your family first, keep them priority.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope the discussion we had tonight really impacted you guys, helped you guys, and we're doing that. We're balancing the two because our families are there for us. Like I said, when the good, the bad. You see another week with the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
See how the family, yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
hyped up, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus. They crying and stuff, but you gotta be that way when they kid get cut,
Uh-huh.
when that kid go through all kind of stresses.
When he
He ain't having
tear that knee.
he ain't having the success, the
Mhm.
injuries, he ain't having that success he had, and they tearing your baby up in the media,
Mm-hmm.
calling him a bust. You gotta be there with all that kind of stuff. So you
Mhm.
gotta do that. So even with the business and stuff like that, having that balance to say, okay, because things gonna be rough.
Mm-hmm.
You in business, you gonna sit here and gonna grow, you gonna pay some dues. It's you gonna go through some things.
Right.
You're gonna go through some things, good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have success, how you gonna balance it? How you gonna do certain things and stuff? So I just really hope that everybody find a place where they can actually balance them scales out the best as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Some gonna give, but just make sure that you're taking a stance where you're trying to be proactive to keep everything the priority. So I hope the information I gave you guys tonight in regards to how to balance family and business was impactful and it helped you out. But make sure, guys, you can always reach me. Like I said, if you're on Mr. Short Dollar, the YouTube channel, you can actually, get in contact with me. The contact information is there. We're doing it and stuff. Check out and take advantage of all the great information we got down the pipe with that. So with that said, that'll be the conclusion of tonight's show. I'm gonna open up the floor. So if you got any questions right now in regards to business or finance, business operation, the grants and stuff like that, I'm gonna open the floor up. You got any questions? So if you're streaming, looking at us live on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, any one of them platforms, you got any questions, anything you want to add to it, let me know. Anybody got any questions right now?
Not so far. Give him another second or so.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. One side note I want to let everybody know, everybody tuning in, the How to Start Your Tax Business course will be relaunched again next month. Kind of one of the highlights with tax season. We had it started up. Going to tweak and put a couple things out. So we will be promoting that real heavy and stuff like that. So I look forward to helping you guys out, sharing that information with the channel. We're going to do some streams with that. But a lot of great information is coming out, Mr. Short Dog, and also change the lives. Anybody got any questions?
No questions.
No question whatsoever.
They're gonna actually live tomorrow.
Okay, cool. It's all G. Well, listen again, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for everybody about the love and support, helping us grow the channel and everything the way it is today. I want you guys to be safe out there. Enjoy your weekend. Again, big shout out to moms out there. I also want to give a big shout out to everybody that supported the 100 Black Men in South Metro and our celebration of excellence this past weekend. Take care of your family, guys. Take care of your business. And make sure you subscribe to Mr. Short Dollar. Love you guys. Take care and talk to you soon.